Good morning, Rabbi Isai. Lili Nishma, Simi Merosus Mordechai. We're holding Daf Nun Ches Amid Beis, smack in the middle. We're going to do 6 lines and then move to Nun Tes Amid Beis. Haven't done this in a while, but you know, I don't have Nachman Seltzer and all these guys telling me where to go. So sometimes, and the Swiss guys, the Swiss of the Olam, they're very, very polite. They knew I was in the wrong place. They didn't want to say anything to the Magid Shir, you know what I'm saying? Shkoyach. Hey, Nosim Bar Shilo, Rav Tabuchai, the Tzipar, the Rebbe. No, we did that, sorry. Rebbe Yehuda, Oimer, Im Nitla Hanoitza Psula. You got that one? Right before the Mishnah, 6 lines at the top of the Mishnah. Rebbe Yehuda says that if the feathers, how do you say it in English? The goose, the down. You make the blankets from, the thin stuff. If the chicken, the whatever, the bird doesn't have that down, so he says psula. That's very similar to another halacha. That what? Rabbi Yehuda Hoda Amaron, that if it's missing the down, that's kilu, it's missing its skin, it's possible. Rabbi Shmuel is not. Rabbi Shmuel Oimer hanoitzim tzarefes. That if a kohen has a machshava of pigul, he thinks to himself as he's shechting the bird, a half a kezais of this meat and a half a kezais of feathers I'm going to put on the mizbeach in 3 days from now. That's pigul. The feathers and the meat, they go together, combined for a kezais. So what do you see? The feathers and meat are the same. Feathers, you can consider it like art. Omerava, what's the connection? Maybe there's not a connection. Rabbi Yehuda said that the down, the feathers are considered a treifa. If you don't have down, it's a bird walking around without clothing. It's going to die. It's not going to survive. So, beneget the treifa to treifa. But when it comes to pigul, there's no pigul. Pigul is meat. Pigul is food. Blood, meat, steaks, but not feathers. Or Rabbi Shmuel says over there that's mistarev. Why? He says Rashi, a modna thing that some people eat feathers. It's royal achila. But not when it comes to treifa. Okay, so without noitza, it won't be a treifa. Now we're going to skip Rabbi Isai. Unbelievable, skipping a whole daf here. We're holding by Vikeresh. Yeah? I think so. By the giraffe. Some people say it's a giraffe. Says the Gemara, Vikeresh, and a giraffe, or whatever this keresh is, only has one horn, you're allowed to eat it. This is a deer. What's a keresh? It's a deer from Beiloi. Now it actually works out well. What the Gemara is going to say in a second, that it might be a giraffe. Why? Tigris. What's this tigris? So tigris sounds like a tiger. Tigris, and that's how they call it in Hebrew. Tigris. Ari de Beiloi. It's a lion of Beiloi. 5.5 meters from ear to ear. That's how wide his head is. His head is 5.5 meters. And this deer of Beiloi is 16 amma long. So I don't know how tall a giraffe is, but it's very, very tall. Bismanenu. So you could still say that maybe that's what he's tied is, that he has all sorts of rice. That might be a giraffe. Okay. Or what's the other thing he calls it? A zemer, something like that. That the Torah talks about. That we don't know what it is. This might be a giraffe. Okay. It's Amitai ben David, the one that wrote Sichas Chullin. He was the authority, the Sefer on Chullin back in the day. So now we have a series of stories. And before we start, you have to know that in every Agadita, there are stories that we don't understand. We don't comprehend. And we're not really supposed to comprehend. There's Soides HaTorah. There's a lot of Kabbalah. There's a lot of secrets that for the right people that understand, they understand. So even though I understand most of it, I can't tell you any of it. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. Series of questions that the Caesar asks Yeshua and Chananya, then it goes from from him to his daughter asking him questions. Basically, they're making fun of Yiddishkeit. So he says, Elikechem Kari Masal. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the mashal of Hashem is like a lion. Because it says, the Siv, Arya Shag Mila Yira. The lion roars, who's not going to be scared? So says the Gemara, Mayra Vuse, the Caesar, the Caesar tells Rabbi Shua ben Chananya, what's the big lick? What's the so what if the Rebbeinu Shalom is like a lion? Prosha Katal Arya, every person that has an arrow, that has a knife, could kill a lion. Parasha Katal Arya, anybody could kill a lion. Omerlei, Lav Kayari Muscle. No. The Rebbeinu Shalom is nimshal, not to the lion that you know, that small lion. Kari the Beilai muscle, the lion that it's 5.5 meter head. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, really, there's such a lion. Show him to me. Impossible. You can't see him. I want to see him. Show him to me right now. Says the Gemara, so Rabbi Shua ben Chananya davened, and the lion started coming to the Caesar. You know, throughout the Gemara, again, 400 is always a lashon of Guzma, 300 is a lashon of Guzma. Not always, but there's many times in Shas, 400. 400 barrels, 400 years, 400 parsa, 400. It's a lashon, like a very large number. Arba mea parsa, niam chad kala. He roared like one roar. All the women that were pregnant, they had a miscarriage. Vishur the Nofal, and a whole row of wall from Rome fell. Adam Rachik Lasma Parson was 300 parsais away. Niam Kol Achrina roared again. Nasr Kachi Vishina the Gare. The teeth of the men started falling out. And the Caesar fell off his chair onto the floor. Oh, now I have charata, I don't want to see him anymore. I'm begging you, please daven for me, that the lion should go back where he came from. I don't want to see him anymore. You're right, it's not good to see him. And he davened for him, and the lion went back to its place. Another story. I want to see your Rebbeinu Shalom. It's impossible. I need to see him. Show him to me. He put him in front of the sun in the Tkuf of Tammuz. When's the Tkuf of Tammuz, Rabbi Isai? Right now. Yeah, but it's a Tkufa. It's a period of time. Look up at the sun. Stare at it. I can't. You can't look at the sun. The sun, it's only one of the many servants that Kosh Baruch Hu has. Look at all these stars. One servant. It's a gashmistic thing. It's a physical thing. You can't even look at the physical. You think you're going to look at the ruchnius? Drop it. Third story. I want to make bread for the Rebbeinu Shalom. He says, I want to make a feast for the Rebbeinu Shalom. Omar le matzis. You can't. Impossible. Why not? He says, Nefishi chelvase. When Trump comes, let's say he comes to Eretz Yisrael, how many people does he come with? It's a few hundred. They say it's in the hundreds. But when he makes a Suda, you're going to invite Trump, you have to invite his wife, you have to invite his Misharsim, the Secret Service. It's a whole, you're inviting the Rebbeinu Shalom, you're telling the Caesar. If I invite the Caesar to my, it's not just one person, it's the whole entourage. So you have to prepare. I want to prepare for the whole thing, for everybody. I'll tell you what, go over there, special place, the Revi'ah Chalma, there's a lot of room over there. Make a Suda for thousands of people. Go ahead, knock yourself out. He was hoping that a big wind is going to come and to get rid of it. That's Kachava. So he worked on 6 months straight, he worked on this meal. Big wind came, took everything right into the ocean. He didn't give up. The Sisva. He worked another 6 months in the winter. Also, Mitra Tabibiyama. Again, This is the Pashta story. You could say, listen, there's something going on here. There's a story, a deeper meaning that Chazal want us to know. Okay. Also, Mitru Tabe Biyama. Omarle, my high. I don't understand. Why is it I worked a whole year and it just went to waste? Omarle, Hanak Nishos, Leichad, also Kamei. Everywhere in every city, I'm sure in Switzerland they have it probably every day. In America, in their shows once a month. They have that truck that comes with a vacuum and a sweeper. Because also has the sweepers, they come, they sweep, they clean. He says, you made a meal there. What do you mean? That whole area has to be cleaned up once in a while. Not every month. Every 6 months we come, we sweep out. Okay, forget it. I give up. I can't do it. Says the Gemara, Omrele Bas Case. Okay, so now we have 3 stories from the case, and now we have the daughter of the case. Omrele Bas Case, same Tana. Elohechan Nagarahu. Your God is a carpenter. Sounds familiar. There's a certain religion that also, okay, fine. You're a carpenter. He's a carpenter. The Chsiv, how do I know? Hamikorev Amayim El Yosef. He makes a ceiling out of water. I want him to make me this tool that they use to unwind these. When they weave, they use this tool. I want him to make me one. Omar l'chayi. Okay, you got it. You want it, you'll get it. Boy rachme Allah. So he davened that she should get it. V'inago, and she got tsaras. Why? Oisva b'shuka de roimi, because the Gemara is going to say in a second, there's a minhag. When somebody gets tsaras, they put her in the marketplace of roimi. V'yavalu masterisa, she got her wish. You try to start out with the Rebbeinu Shalom, try to make fun, you'll get what you ask for. You want a masterisa? Here you get a masterisa. How do you get a masterisa? If you get tsaras, you get a masterisa. V'yosiv b'shuka b'sosar. Sorry. The Haven Nihigi, there was a minhag, the called the Menagi Beroimi, anybody that got tsaras in Rome, you have a masterisa, they give him as a gift, they give him a masterisa. Why? He sits there in the marketplace and weaves, and people will have rachmanas and they'll daven for the person. Even a goy, you hear this? Even goyim. They knew the power of tefillah. Fine. Yom Echad have a cholif hustle. Rav Chanan Yeshua came and walked over there in the shuk. She was sitting there and weaving, doing her thing. This is the daughter of the Caesar, sitting on the floor like a beggar in the marketplace. Omar Lo, Mama, she gave it to her. Shapirta Masturisa diavlach Elikai. No, is it a nice masterisa that my God, you called him my God gave you this thing? You like it? Tell your Rebbeinu Shalom, Nishkol my dehavli. Please take it back. In other words, I don't want tsaras anymore. Our God gives. Mishkali Shakal, he doesn't take back. He's a giver. He doesn't take. Omer Avi this Sharg. Karston and Praston. Here we got a shar. A shar, a bull, has a very large stomach and a large head, large tail. A donkey, the opposite. Shar, Kraston, and Praston, even its hooves are very large. Rav Reishe's head is large. Rav Gnufte. You could say that this is also Kabbalah. Like, what's going on here? Who cares? The Gemara says, but it's like, doesn't satisfy so much the answer. V'chilufa b'chamara, donkey's the opposite. Small head, small stomach, small feet. L'maynaf gemina, and what does that have to do with this whole sugi to begin with? L'mekach u'memkar. That's why I inserted it here. For mekach u'memkar. One of the pshatim mekach u'memkar is eitza taiva for the person buying. You should know how to buy. When you buy a bull, get a good big head, good nice tail. Okay? Imagine, Rabbi say, imagine this. You were just born. Nobody else is in the world besides you. You're the only person in the world. You don't know what's flying. Wake up, look around, nobody's there. There's the Alps, beautiful. This is the sun, the whole thing. And all of a sudden, the sun starts going down, 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 down. It's getting darker, darker, darker. Finster. Now what? You think it's all over. In your mind, what are you thinking? You're thinking, that's it. I lived my life. I know there's a Rebbeinu Shalom. I don't know anything. I see animals. I don't see. I'm finished. It's over. So the Gemara tells us Adam Rishon was very scared. He thought that's it. His life was over. And when he realized that that's the minhag ha'olam, that the sun moves and the world or whatever, but we have a night and a day, so he brought a carbon. He brought a shar. But this is an interesting shar. Shar sheikriv v'adam rishon karnov. No, sorry. Shar sheikriv v'adam rishon ker nachas hoysale b'mitzchay. It was a unicorn, a unishar. Only had one horn here. They have once in a while, you get a bria mishuna that has one horn. Okay, a 3-horn, 1 horn. Shenemar v'sitov l'Hashem mishor par makrin mafris. Ask the Gemara, where do you get makrin? Doesn't mean 1. Makrin means 2. Makrin is plural. Lashon rabim. Taryat demashra. Omer Rav Nachman makron ksiv or mekeren here. We have, if you look at it without nekudas, it says it b'lashon yachid. So that's where you got it. That it was a single. So here we have a beautiful video. So this is what Adam Rishon was makriv. His horn came out before his feet. He came out first, head first. First his horn came out, then his feet came out. And this is a rise of Listen to this, you got to remember this for the rest of your life. All the animals that were created in Sheshish Mei Bereshis were created as adults. Large animals. There wasn't a small elephant. It was a large, giant elephant. That's number 1. B'daito nivru. Every animal, Hashem asked him rishus. You want to be born? You want to be created? Yes? Okay, go. And finally, b'tzivyoinam nivru. This is a pella. The elephant told the Rebbeinu Shalom, I want a long tusk. Or nose, what do they call it? Trunk. Thank you. Long trunk. I want tusks. I want 7 tons. I don't want to be scared of anybody. He told him exactly what he wants. The lion says, no, I want to be agile. I want to be this. The other one says this. Everyone, b'tzivyoinam, they decided how they want to look. Pella. Shenemar vayichudu hashamayim v'aretz v'chol tzva'am al tikri tzva'am elo tzivyoinam. Interesting stuff. So what's pshat? You should be very happy with your creations. Pasuk zeh Sarah Olam Amori. Good to know. If you say it every day, you should know. Who said Yichvoid? Yichvoid was a malach that tells the Rebbeinu Shalom, be happy with your creations. They're beautiful. So it says in the Pasuk, but dafka by a tree, it says, the 8 trees, liminoi, they should be by themselves. I'm sure he takes out the liminoi and puts in liminoi. Yes, of course. So now the grass is here, he's just trying to be funny. The grass is made a little kavachomer. You don't hear them exactly, but they're talking grass language. It's very hard to understand what they're saying. If you listen carefully, you'll hear. They made a kavachomer that they can't grow together. They have to be separated like trees. If Hashem wants everything to be mixed up, why did he say that the trees have to be each species by themselves? Void. Trees don't usually grow together, they're usually separate. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, be careful, be by yourselves. That we could get mixed up, so certainly we shouldn't be mixed up. In fact, they all grew by themselves. On that, the Sar Olam told the Rebbeinu Shalom, we should be so happy with them. In other words, he was masking with the Kavachomer. Says the Gemara, if you take two grasses and do our cover, so take a look. This is a fascinating thing. What's our cover? They take two types of trees. They'll take a lemon and an orange. They'll put it together and pop. They'll get a grapefruit or something. That's this is the Raisa. The kids of the Gemara asks, what if you do that with grass? Are you chayv or not? So who has two? It's Boy Ravina. Le Rebbe Chanina Bar Papa Mau. Given the like Sivbu Limineh, the Torah doesn't say you're not allowed to. Lo Mechayev, so you're not chayiv. Or Dilmo, given the Askim Ayadayu. You see that the Malach was maskim, HaKadosh Baruch was maskim. Kimandach Sivbu Limineu. It's as if it says mufurish that grasses should be separated. Damya, we don't know the answer. Reb Shimon ben Pazi Rami. Reb Shimon ben Pazi had a contradiction. Ksiv, Ma'amish Agadata. No, this is something that I learned when I was a little kid. HaKadosh Baruch Hu made the two great luminaries, how do you say it? The two big lights of the world, Usiv, the sun and the moon. But then it says, Usiv Samara Godav Samara Kotoy. There's a large one, there's a small one. The moon tells the Rebbeinu Shalom, I don't want to be like in Switzerland. What? You're going to have 7 people ruling a whole country. Doesn't make sense. It's one. Oh. Baruch Shalom says you're right. Doesn't make sense. 7, 2 doesn't make sense. Omar, you're right. But because you're so right, so you become small. Not some small. I don't know. We have to look it up. But the moon is probably hundreds, thousands times smaller than the sun. No, it's not half the size. It's a nothing compared to the sun. Okay, fine. It doesn't even give off light. It just reflects the light. Say that. It's a good taina. I'm the one that brought us the problem, so I have to be the solution. You make the solution. It's not fair. I brought up a good taina, so why should I lose out? You're right. I'll have a good answer for you. The sun only rules during the day, but at night you don't see him at all. You'll be night and day. Sometimes you can even see the moon at night, during the day. So what's the obvious question? You could see the moon, but it doesn't do anything for you during the day. It's nothing, 0. So that's what the moon says. Omrlei, my revusi, what good is that? The shraga b'tiara ma'ahani, if you light a little candle in daylight, it doesn't do a thing. So what good is it that you're letting me rule during the day also? Omar lo zilimnu b'ch Yisrael yom v'shanim. Klal Yisrael use you as the calendar will count the days and the years. But you know what? The tkufa comes from the sun. It's not even enough. So the Rebbeinu Shalom says, okay, zil likru tzadikim b'shmeich. Whatever this means, tzadikim will be named after you since you're small. So big tzadikim like David HaMelech are also called small. Yaakov Avinu is katan. Shmuel katan. David katan. I don't understand. I hope you understand. I'm telling you this Kabbalah stuff. HaKadosh Baruch sees the moon is not happy. I need a kapara. What does it mean? Baruch Shalom doesn't know what he's doing. I need a kapara because I made the moon small. That's it. Say this. Why only by the Rosh Chodesh it says Lashem, you bring it to Lashem? The Sar that we bring on Rosh Chodesh is Kaviyachal, a kapar for the Rebbeinu Shalom. Ravasi had a question. Says the Gemara, listen to this. This is a huge, Rabbi say, if only for this, it's kedai to hear this. This is a yisoid in life. Big yisoid coming up here. Ravasi Rami, It says in the pasuk, "Siva toitze aretz desha." The grass came out of the earth, betlas b'shapsa, on the third day of Brias Hoilam. Uchsiv, and it says, "V'chosiach hasad terem yeh ba'aretz," and all the grasses are not even on the earth. And that was said when? B'mali shapsa, on Friday, on the sixth day. So what's going on? Were the grasses created on the third day or on the sixth day? Says the Gemara, listen to this. No, they were created on the third day. But they stood there right below the surface, waiting. Waiting for what? The Rishon came and davened, and then the rain came and they grew. So what do we learn from this? Tremendous insight. HaKadosh Baruch Hu loves when we daven to Him. It's there. It's like a leaf trying to come out. It's just waiting. Hashem created it in a way that you have to daven. You have to cry. You have to beg. That's what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants. He wants that relationship with us. He doesn't want you just take it. Take. Everything is a relationship. So if you have that relationship, you ask nicely and you beg nicely and you cry nicely. So then it pops out. It comes right out of the ground. But it's there. The shidduch is there. Your kid is doing well there, but you just have to daven for it. Omer Rav Chonon bar Rava, Hashesua bria b'fnei atzmi. This shesua animal is a bria b'fnei atzmi. Here is a shesua. Sheyesh l'shnei gabim, has two backs, and shnei shidrois, and two spines. Okay, whatever that means. Was he a hunter or blistaria? He knew how to an archer. This is proof that Torah is min hashamayim. These are beautiful words, so put it into your Agadta. There's 6 rulers of Plishtim. That's 6. Omar Chamsho Choshev Shita. What are you doing? You're saying 5, but at the end is 6. Omar Rabbi Yonason. Arunke, the Chashuvim of them, the important ones, Shalom Chamisha. Oh, Mamish in Yon the Yom, it's like in Switzerland. Over here they have 7. Over there have 6. Chashuvim. I love the word arunke. Put that in your sefer also. The Avim are from Yemen. We don't even want. They're not Plishtim. The Yemenites. Because they ran away from Yemen and they joined the Plishtim, so the whole Yemen went down the tubes. They had a taiva for other gods. They start trembling. Here they have many teeth.
Here to donate?
I'm broke.
No need for money. Come with me. Don't worry, it's for a great cause, for a round orphan. Mom, I brought you a gift.
All right, Rabbi Sai, have a wonderful day.
Merit the schus of spreading Torah throughout the world. Sponsor a shir today.
MDYsponsor.com or sponsor at MDYDOF.com.